All right, everybody, welcome back. We have another lineup builder. So I think this is episode 40. Hello, everybody, welcome back to another episode on the channel. We have another lineup builder. It's going to be for week 487. We luckily have a ton of lineups to play this week. I've kind of realized that a lot of the contender players that we have, mostly in the Japanese and the Korean league, have not been selling. So my plan to kind of get rid of some people to kind of bolster other lineups for the European season that will start, come late July, early August, or mid-August. Unfortunately, that kind of hasn't transpired the way I want it to go. So we are going to be playing with, about 6 or 7 lineups next week, which is really, really good. We will first start out in the European Championship. Nothing's going to change much here. We have Dubravka. We actually sold Nacho only because of the news today that he is going to the Saudi League. So he will not be able to score at all on Sorare unless they get the license, which I don't see them getting anytime soon. So we took a little bit of a loss on him, but I have no problem because he's going to be worth $0. Milinkovic is going to play. Obviously, they play Denmark, which is an important game for them because they need to win to be in. Or they could make it as a third team, but obviously they're going to be pushing for a win, so hopefully they can get the job done. Tony Cruz is going to start again for us. Now, do I think he's going to play the entire game? Probably not. They're already through. Do I think he'll start? Maybe. But we kind of don't have a choice here, obviously. Dragus is going to start as well. He played decent today against Belgium, but just no decisives, and they couldn't get a good, I think, clinical strike on goal. So again, Euro lineup, we only have so many of them. Shankland, I'm very, very disappointed in Scotland not playing him. I don't think Shea Adams has really done anything, and with his form throughout the season, I am actually baffled that he did not get any starting games in the first two. Now against Hungary, will he play? Maybe. Probably just going to come off the bench, but regardless, we will pick Modric. Don't know why I clicked on that. Against Italy, and I'm kind of thinking it's probably a better play to captain Modric, only because Cruz has the potential to not start because they might want to keep him fit for the knockout round. Now, regardless, these 5 players have to play for this team, so it doesn't really matter that much. We're just kind of hoping for some essence here. Obviously, we need some big performances for Dubravka, Milinkovic, and Dragus to get us anything of note. Next, we'll go into Copa, which is kind of turning out to be pretty good for us. We have 2 goalies. Obviously, Dominguez with Ecuador. I'm very surprised Ecuador didn't do as well today against Venezuela. While I'm making this was the Ecuador game and the Jamaica game against Mexico. Regardless, I'm going to start him only because Claudio Bravo plays against Argentina. This lineup is going to feature Messi, so we are not going to be playing him. We will pick, I don't even know, Velasquez, I guess. They play Colombia. It's not a super favorable matchup, but are we going to play him? Oh, maybe we play Ortega, because he did score against Jamaica, so that was a great pickup for us. Our midfielder is going to be Yangel. Again, they play Mexico. We're going to have some clashes here, unfortunately. Messi, obviously, is our starter, is our captain. He will be in there. And then Paulo Diaz did play. I think we're going to play him in our secondary lineup. So I believe our extra is going to be... Chias off the bench. He started. That could be a good pick. This is kind of tough, honestly. Danilo Pereira didn't play. Dang, this is tough. Do we go with Navarro? I think we'll go with Navarro. We'll put him in. Obviously, we'll captain Messi. And we will save the first Copa lineup. Now, for Copa number 2. Again, This is weird, Arias. You know, obviously being on the bench. I'm surprised in old. You know, maybe they're just going for experience, but we will have Bravo and we will have Diaz. Pollo did play, but we will be taking Alvarez. Ooh. Let's put Alvarez instead. Didn't even realize that. Obviously, we need to see if Davinson Sanchez will play, so that'll be, you know, for their week 2, you know, their set of games, week 2 will be the next week, obviously. So we won't get a chance to put him into this lineup, but maybe into other lineups, same as Mojak. And who else haven't we seen? We haven't seen Gomez, if he's going to play. You know, I don't know if he'll play against Colombia. But yes, this will be our first lineup. My apologies. And our second lineup will be Bravo, Diaz. We will play. Oh, I ran 2 midfielders. Might have to go Pereira, which kind of. We'll play him. Maybe he'll play against Mexico. Obviously, Antonio had a goal disallowed in the game today against Mexico, which stinks, but we will play him, and then we will also play Vasquez. For captaincy purposes, I'm kind of thinking either Vasquez or Antonio. I don't really want to captain Diaz. We could. I think there'll be a lot of defensive plays Chile will have to make, so you know what? That actually kind of solidified that choice for me. On to Contender. This is a little interesting because some of our goalie selections have not been great. Jianmin Ki did not play this past week, which is very unfortunate. We got a DMP. I will show you. Will I show, or can we? Maybe we'll make another rewards video if we get that far. But regardless, we will go with our Ganwon keeper for our starting lineup. I did, want to touch on the fact that Kim Dong-Jun, we don't know what his injury is. I can't find it anywhere. I've gone on transfer market, it does not say. So hopefully it's not a big injury because he is our best goalie, our best performing one. Jung Woo for Jeju has been an absolute monster for AA. Like, it's actually ridiculous how good he is. Followed up by Oberdan at midfield. Sarah scored this week, so he will definitely be in. And then I believe we were going to go with Nago as our other midfielder. We took him off the transfer list. They're just not selling. I believe Oberdan is probably the best performer for this week, if I had to guess. I don't really want to captain a defender. I think he will do the job fine, and that is our first lineup. I guess this is kind of a good time to segue into the giveaway that we just ran. We did announce a winner. I messaged him. Everything went well. So the first giveaway was good. I will do a better job of putting... I didn't tag him in the post. I should have quoted my tweet. I should have put him in and stuff. So we will be running another one. Probably with one of these cards that comes from... the Euros. I believe it's probably going to be Milinkovic that we will run as the next giveaway. So he will obviously probably not make it to the group stage. And if they do, I probably won't be able to play the group stage game, to be completely honest. So, excuse me. The next Contender Classic, I don't think we're going to run an under 23 this week. We just don't have the keepers for it. We might run an AlllStar, I think, or maybe a cap 220. In saying that, I think we're going to run our under 23 guys in this lineup, which is Ikuma, is Sano, Lee Woo. I don't think he's under 23, but he will start for us. And then maybe Honda. Thinking, that's kind of a tough game. Is this a better matchup? Maybe. This looks pretty good, but I don't know if he'll play. I never rely on this stuff. Like, it's never... You know what? No, we'll go Nishinu. He's been playing very well for Osaka. We will captain Sano, and we will move on. No challenger this week, which is kind of unfortunate for us. I'm not gonna lie. I think our challenger lineup is actually pretty decent most oftentimes than not. Obviously, right now it's kind of tough not having Messi, not having. Actually, we don't have a goalkeeper. I didn't even think about that. For cap 220, I don't know if we have an extra goalie kind of laying around. Nagashi is still injured. Dane St. Clair is never going to play for Canada. And yeah, this is kind of tough. He's got a 20% chance of starting. Do we run a 4-man lineup in cap 220? Because we have some very good players that could, perform well, maybe get us a decisive. In saying that, our defender is gonna have to be Hano. Honda. Hano. What am I talking about? Lima, obviously, they will get murdered by Flamingo, but he does kind of fit the bill in terms. Wow. Again, a lot of these cards are just here for the purpose of gaining a collection bonus. We will probably take Shunata. That's how you pronounce that. Yuri Alberto is not going to play this week, which kind of stinks for us because he's been on fire. Junior Santos will come in, which is perfect. And then this is tough. We might we'll go with Park. So that's going to be our 4-man lineup. Santos hasn't scored a ton. I might captain Shinuta. I have no idea how to pronounce half these names. It's so tough. And then, do we run an all-star lineup and just kind of hope our goalie features? This might not be a terrible idea. Cavallo against Brazil will be tough. Probably going to try and run some of these cards. So it's going to be Gomez. Midfielder will be Lima. Forward is kind of tough. Might have to run Sang. And our extra, we picked Navarro. They have a chance. They play well. Let's see. Did he play today? He did. Didn't score, overly well. That's decent. Again, they probably didn't have a ton of. Yeah, so we lost 4 points getting a goal scored, which is unfortunate. Possession, yeah, a lot of possession lost. But, as a wingback, if he can play well, not lose a ton of possession, that'd be great. We are going to captain Gomez, even though they do play Colombia. And that will be our final lineup. So, yeah, that's going to be the lineup video for this week. Obviously, we do have a ton of cards that just really aren't featuring. Some of these things, it kind of sucks. Obviously, Jeffinho, we need him to hopefully get past his injury and start playing again. I think him and Santos up front are a great duo, especially playing the 9th place team. They could both bag some goals. They could both start, which would be great. And then we obviously have some other cards here. We got Gomez or Montiel. We have Davinson Sanchez and Mojak that hopefully are going to play for Colombia. If they end up playing, we're going to have 2 defenders that we can run in the Copa lineups for next week. And the decent players we have in Copa can then be run in All-Star, can be run in Cap 220. So that is kind of where I'm thinking. Last thing I will check for you guys is who we ran. Oh yeah, I guess we're running Valquez. Yeah, so that's gonna be all for today. If you guys want, I'm not sure if a lot of people that are interacting with this channel go on Twitter a lot. My Twitter is posted. I do tweet a lot over there on cards I want to pick up, on just kind of my thoughts on the Euros and the Copa. If you want to get involved in those threads, just click the link and say your piece. But if not, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It's really helping me, it helps my channel, it helps the videos get out to you guys. And I hope you guys are enjoying the amount of soccer we have on, football, depending on what you call it, that we have going on now I love being able to watch it all day, every day. So this is me just kind of signing out, hoping you guys are having a good weekend. Peace.